Okay. Hello, hello. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay, so let me take you out of this. I'm about to turn my light on. Hold on. Well, not my lights, but the lights. Okay. Hello, YouTube friends and family. How are you guys doing today? I hope that everyone is doing wonderful and swell, per usual, on this good Tuesday morning. It is August the 18th, 2026, and it is currently 6:52 a.m. here in Detroit, Michigan. I just woke up, like, I really just woke up. The air conditioner is on energy saver and it turned off, and I got a little bit hot, and that woke me up. Um, Plus, I wasn't really feeling too good. I was a little bit nauseous yesterday and stuff, but TMI, but that was like the last day of my cycle, and to be honest, the first days and the last days be the roughest for me. Um, but I feel a little bit better now. It's okay. However, I did wake up with a download or whatnot, and I'm trying to be kind of quiet because it's only 6:52 in the morning. I do have my headphones in, so that usually helps with the volume. But I was just thinking about this time. I used to work for a company called Advisor Care. And I used to work for Advisor Care back in 2020. I had a coworker. Her name was Tierra Skinner. Hey, Tierra, yeah. Me and Tierra was cool or whatever. She was like my favorite coworker when I worked for Advisor Care, and I would pick her up every morning, and we would work the same schedule. So I would pick her up every day and drop her off, and I would also take her to pick her son up from school and stuff every day after work too. That was my homie or whatever. So she was real cool. For some reason, I'm thinking about Tierra. Hey, girl. But I'm here because Tierra knows that you are a good person and somebody emotional. Because I swear to God, nothing was bothering me, but I'm about to I feel emotional right now. Like my eyes are crying and watering for no reason, but it's like I'm not sad. I just woke the fuck up. But anyway, um, when I used to work at Advisor Care, one morning I was getting up to go to work, and I had still lived at my kid's grandmother's house at the time, where my kids are right now. And one morning I had worked the morning shift when I worked for Advisor Care, and I used to have to be to work. I think about like 6:30, if I'm not mistaken. I think our shift was like maybe it was 6 to 2 or something like that. So I would get up in the morning every morning, and then I would go and pick up Tierra. Then we would go ahead and go off to work or whatever. This one particular morning, though, I gets up to go to work, and being that I have to be to work at like about 6 or something, I had to get up a little bit earlier. Probably like about 5, somewhere up in there. So this particular morning or whatever, I'm getting up, getting ready to go to work, and it's the winter time. So I go outside to go out and start my car. And I went outside, I started my car, and this is when Lo lived at Mama D house as well. And I had helped Lo get a job where I worked at. I worked at Advisor Care, so I was a like a home health aide. I did the assisted living part. I had helped Lo get a job, and she was working for the cleaning part of Advice Care. And we worked at an assisted living building out in Southfield. Um, but anyway, I'm getting ready. Me and Lo about to get ready to start getting ready to go to work or whatever. So I go outside to start my car and warm it up. And you come back inside while it's warming up, finish doing the little shit you gotta do before you get ready to walk out. Is that shorts and pants? But anyway, you doing whatever you get ready to do before you go ahead and walk out and lock up and everything. So as I'm getting ready to go back out to my car, Al Mama comes downstairs, Mama D. And I'm like, doing my normal routine again, making sure my kids got what they need because I work the morning shift. So, Mama D was taking them to school for me. I make sure that they had everything they need. She wake them up, send them off to school. I'll be off work by the time it's time for them to get out of school. So anyway, I'm leaving out or whatever. Mama D's coming down the stairs, and how her house is. Once you go in the front door, the stairs to the upstairs is straight up the steps. So she coming down the stairs. I'm walking out the front door, and it's like boom, 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 boom. Somebody started shooting, and they ended up busting out the window onto my driver's side door. And then a bullet ended up going through my dashboard and then it got stuck in my dashboard. And then another one of the bullets had just like grazed the windshield front window of my car or whatever. And the house next door, we had some neighbors. Neighbors was Tez. My neighbor was Tez next door or whatever, the weed man. And his house, their house had ended up getting shot up. Like the little bullets and shit was, they had bullet holes in the panel of their house and shit like that. So I ended up calling off of work this particular morning. I had to call Tierra. I'm like, yeah, Tierra, my nerves is kind of bad right now. I'm not gonna be able to make it to work. Like basically, I'm gonna need you to find another ride. My car windows just got shot out. I don't know what the fuck going on. It's like 5 something in the morning. So I ended up having to call the police over that. And I called the police and wrote my police report and all this, that, and the other. They told me, they was looking for the bullets, but they couldn't find any bullets. And they were saying like I probably had a bullet stuck in my dashboard because we couldn't see it in the driveway or anything like that. But Mama D had came, she was outside while I was making the police report and everything. And but when I came outside to get ready to go in my car and they instantly started shooting, it's like somebody was trying to kill me, if you ask me, because I walked out the door and Mama D was coming down her stairs. And then the person they drove by in the truck and started shooting, they bust my car window out, and I was trying to back into the house. But Mama D was standing right there, so I couldn't really back into the house and close the door because she was right there. And I'm just hearing like, for right now, I'm hearing like your cousin Naya, your cousin Naya. But I'm hearing like, yeah, because somebody had put a paid hit out on you. That's why that man was shooting at your motherfucking car like that. I'm hearing Tez know what's going on. Tez and his family, after my car got shot up, but the windows got shot out of my car, they packed the fuck up and got the fuck on. Tez and his people packed their shit and got the fuck on. But my car window was shot out or whatever, and I made the police report. They came to the house and everything. And for some reason, I woke up thinking about that. Like, remember that time your car windows almost got shot out, and you had to call Tierra and tell her you wasn't gonna be coming to work? I'm here like it's something that Tierra knows about me that be going on. Is what I'm hearing right now, which is why I keep hearing Tierra's name. And I'm not trying to put her in the middle of anything. Like I said, that was my coworker. She was cool as fuck. I used to pick her up every day. Like I said, take her to and from work and to pick her son up for school every day for $5 a day. Real friend. Real friend. Mind you, we worked in Livonia. Her son went to school in Redford, and we lived in Detroit. $5 a day. Real friend. But I'm hearing there's something about that. I'm hearing, Isleah, you was a real friend to a lot of people who was not real friends to you. But anyway, my car window had got shot out and shit like that. And around this time, it's like my baby daddy, he wasn't around. This is around the time. This is right before I had started working at Amazon. I had ended up leaving Advisor Care. Mally was a little bitty baby. I went to work at Amazon and stacked up me a few checks real quick, saved up some money, and I ended up moving around the corner from my kids' granny house on Rutland. And that's where the man was digging in my mailbox and shit. People was acting weird. I was just telling my friend E yesterday, I'm like, yeah, why people be thinking I don't know them and I don't remember them? Like, that's the same house that one of my old friends, Kenya, called me one time. And she asked me where I was at. I was on the east side at my friend's house spending the night. This is when I was talking to Marlo. I was spending the night at Marlo's house. I was on the east side. I put up to my house. Mind you, Rutland is off of West Chicago in Southfield. I pulled up to my house. Kenya was at my house in the driveway looking in my motherfucking mailbox. But I've been saying all this time people been stealing my mail. The man, when I lived in the house on Rutland, there was this man who came to my house one day. And I said, speaking of baby boy and Jody and all that, I was getting out the car, I had Melly in my arms, and I was unlocking my car door, and this man ran up on my fucking porch. He had braids and everything. He said, and he knew the people who lived across the street from the house on Rutland. I was using my key to go into the house that I was renting. And this man came up digging in my motherfucking mailbox, acting like he was gonna bum rush me into my house with my baby in my arms and everything. And I remember making a Facebook status about it, and I'm like, damn. And I called Kenya, and I was talking to Kenya about it. I was kind of joking after it happened. I'm like, girl, I thought he was gonna fucking rape me or something. The way he was coming up to me on my porch. Mally was in my arms, and I'm saying baby because he was a little baby for real. I'm like, girl, I thought he was gonna rape me. And I was saying like, so what you gonna do? Rape me in front of my son? I was joking about it, but out here like, no, that's not a joke. These people they're trying to kill you all this fucking time, digging through your mailbox, stealing your fucking mail. So no, when these motherfuckers come to buy your car and all these motherfuckers know each other and all that shit, don't forget. Yes, your old friends, co-workers, family, and everybody, they all work together to steal your money. And then they sit around and oh, my headphone dying. Confirmation. They sit around you and talk about you like you ain't shit. And they all fake as fuck. And they all mad as fuck that they under investigation for stealing my money. And I've been telling them that they was under investigation for stealing my money, but they didn't believe me because they were so busy saying that I was crazy. But no, I've been telling the truth the whole time. This headphone died. Confirmation on the air conditioner just coming back on too. But I'm telling you, and I'm not saying that Tierra was stealing from me, but this is just how God gives me messages. Tierra was one of my coworkers. It could be somebody else. You get what I'm saying? But God probably just had me think of Tierra because this is what happened when I worked at Advisor Care. This is how I channel messages. He'd give me a little piece of information and I just go from there. So something has to do when I worked at Advisor Care. I said, I'm hearing, yeah, you remember Linda Johnson, your supervisor, when you worked at Advisor Care? And you keep on saying it's something going on with these Johnsons and shit like that. I'm hearing, yeah, these is motherfuckers who was stealing money and thought shit was a game. They thought shit was funny. But it ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun, and it's not no fun when these tables is turning. Somebody last name is Caldwell. Somebody name is Melissa. Maybe somebody name is Melissa Caldwell. I don't know nobody named Melissa or nobody with the last name Caldwell, but I'm hearing the last name Caldwell, like Caldwell, Caldwell. I'm hearing Cargill too, Cargill. I said, what I just say, Melissa Caldwell, but I said I had a co-worker, Marisha Cargill, Cargill or something like that. I'm hearing these co-workers. See, God giving me a rhyming that Melissa Caldwell or Marisha Cargill. You get what I'm saying? No, these people under investigation, and they was laughing at me so bad. I'm hearing it right now. Like they was talking about me so fucking bad, but it ain't funny now that the feds is watching them. I'm hearing the feds be around my kids' granny house too, watching my kids as they should. Because when I said that me and my kids was supposed to be living in witness protection, nobody gave a fuck. And I'm hearing y'all got the wrong motherfuckers living in witness protection. I'll always be joking and saying my baby daddy keep moving further and further away like he in witness protection. I'm here. I should have been the one in witness protection. Like all this shit about to go so bad, even for the people who was a part of this, like corrupt FBI agents and shit. Like how I'm hearing somebody like, how in the fuck did y'all have that girl living like that, talking about me, like stealing her money like that, even down to stealing the food stamps, stealing the government funds so that her and her kids can be okay. Like y'all so wrong as fuck. It's somebody in authority that's mad, like a head detective or a judge or something like that. Head FBI, somebody like a CEO or somebody's very upset on the way that I was treated and the way that my kids have been being treated and how y'all been stealing my money and barely making it able for me to live around this bitch. Like when I get on here and make these videos and say I've been surviving without a dollar to my name. Swear to God, off of the faith of a mustard seed. But somebody I'm supposed to be getting checks monthly. I'm hearing $5,000 checks a month, and people stealing them bitches, swearing up and down that they take care of me and my kids, and they don't. But making it seem like I'm not using the money to take care of my kids and shit. Y'all under investigation for this. Like, damn, how do you even steal? Like, you can't even trust the help. Like imagine putting somebody in witness protection and you're supposed to be protecting the witness whole time. You the one neglecting the witness, stealing from the witness, putting the witness in even more danger. Imagine witness protection putting you in even more danger. That's happening to me right now, as well as somebody else. Is my kid too. And I was praying last night, like God watch over my kid. Because Mally called me a couple of times yesterday. He video called me like maybe 3 or 4 times, like, Mommy, can you pick me up? Mommy, can you pick me up? Can you come pick me up? Which I wish I could pick my baby up every day. I can't pick him up every day because it's not my place. They don't want him here every day. They barely be want me around my kids anyway because they be so busy trying to say I'm an unfit parent. They don't be wanting my kid here. That's why I won't go pick him up every day. And people be being all subliminal and funny acting towards me. But the moment I catch somebody acting like that to my son, this whole building can get blew the fuck up. So I move smart. Somebody last name is Cargill. Caldwell, Wright, White. Somebody name is Melissa. I'm here. These are the people who under investigation. Somebody is a woman, and their first name starts with the M, and their last name ends with the C. I'm here, your old DHS worker, and I did have an old DH worker whose name started with an M, and her last name ended with the C. I'm here, she's under investigation as well. That's the one who used to work at Mumford High School. with Miss Smiley, and I heard like the owner of this building or something, they name is Smiley as well. Like, yeah, motherfuckers is under investigation, but they walk around talking to me like they crazy and treating me like I'm not shit. And you about to go to fucking jail, bitch? If you don't, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The nerve of these motherfuckers around this bitch to even have the audacity to think that they can lightweight be disrespecting me like this. But you see how I be saying everywhere I go, it seems as if I be starting the problem, but it don't be me starting the problem. It be people who knew me and I never even knew who they were. But the only reason they know who I am is because they've been behind the scenes stealing from me this whole time. That's why they know who I am. So when they actually meet me and see me in real life, like, oh my God, that's that bitch we been stealing from all this time. She ain't no retard. She got good sense. We said she was a nobody. Who the fuck is she? We don't give a fuck. Our family run the city. We ain't got to pay that bitch. But she's alive and making videos every day. This is why it'd be a problem for me to make videos. It's not that I be being too loud. They hate what the fuck I'm saying because it's true. They be trying to bully me into being quiet because it's the truth that I'm telling about them. Back when I'm talking about when I said my car got shot at and the window got shot out, that was in 2019, the end of 2019 or the beginning part of 2020, like the winter time. So that either had to be like somewhere in between like November to February or something. When I say end of 2019 to beginning of 2020, that's when my window had got shot out. In the car, I saw the car that shot at my car. I didn't see the person, but I saw the car, and it was a very old, like the old Suburban, and it was like silver with the blue. I'm talking about old body Suburbans, like the heavy metal steel built kind. It was one of those, and it was loud as fuck. Like, you know how they say, I'm here inside of baby, like, we know you tried to slide because it's car loud. Is that block party? Yeah, throw your ass a party and smoke everybody around you. Lame ass nigga. Like, soon as I walked out the house on the block, they tried to throw my ass a party and smoke everybody around me. But they start shooting all jokes aside as soon as I had walked out or whatever. And again, Mama D was right there. I couldn't get back into the house for real. I'm here and set up. But anyway, the truck, I saw it and it was real loud when it was pulling off or whatever. And me and Lo, a little while later, after I get my car fixed and shit, I started driving it. I'm going to my cousin Naya house on the east side. My cousin Naya lived right off the 7 Mile in Ross. So me and Lo and Mally is in my car and I'm driving to the east side. I happen to stop at the liquor store on East 7 Mile and Outer Drive, right across from the gas station and stuff. The same loud ass, big ass suburban truck that had shot at my car, they pulled up to the get to the liquor store where we was at. Mally was in the back seat crying and I had got out of the car, parked at the liquor store. I needed to change his pamper real quick and fix him a bottle. So I parked, and as I'm, picking him up, I'm holding his pamper in my hand to go and throw it in the liquor store garbage or whatever. Because and I had a house and everything. I was leaving home. Sometimes you gotta pull over and get your baby together, or they gonna keep on crying. That's what I was doing. So I had pulled over to the liquor store. The same loud ass truck that shot at my car pulled up to the liquor store while me and Lo was there. And I was holding Mally in my arm as I was walking to throw his pamper in the garbage at the liquor store. And the man in the car, he was like, "Give me my son. Give me my son." And I'm like, what the fuck? He like, "Give me my son." And then Lo ended up walking out the liquor store. She's like, "Who the fuck is that?" I'm like, "I don't know." But I'm like, "That's the truck that was shooting at my car." I swear to God. And he's like, give me my son. He was trying to take Mally out my arms as they was pulling out the liquor store parking lot. And I was in the first part of the parking lot. So, I'm parked right at the entrance at the door. It's like he really thought he was going to be able to snatch my baby out my arm and pull the fuck off and turn down out of drive. I swear to God. But that's about me and Mally. Ever since I got pregnant with Mally, had Mally, my daddy died and all that stuff. It's been nothing but bullshit. They want to kill us for our money. But yeah, he tried to snatch my baby. Give me my son. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? My car gets shot at. Somebody trying to snatch my motherfucking son. Everybody acting weird around this bitch. People showing up to my house, stealing my mail. My friends acting weird. Want to be at my house when I'm not there and shit. I'm pulling up to my own house and my shit, catching my old friends digging in my motherfucking mailbox. But when I say the bitches was stealing and lying and made up a whole bunch of stories on me to make it seem as if I did something to them and that's why we're not friends, they don't put in there that no, we all decided that we was gonna get together and steal our Leah money because we just felt like she was just doing too good. So we just said that it ain't gonna be her. We gonna work together and steal her shit. She don't deserve it. She don't need it. We can use it. And that's what happened. So that's why I don't have friends. Not because I did nothing to them. Not because I wasn't a good friend. I've always been a good friend. And I still am. I don't have friends because I never had good friends. That's why. My friends were very, very eager and quick to accept money, to trade on me, to lie on me, to make false statements on me. My friends they was paid to do that. And they took the bribes with no hesitation. That's why I don't have friends. Same things with my cousin. So when they make them little memes, like, what would you do if the Illuminati called you and asked you to sacrifice your cousin for $250,000? Those not jokes. I'm also hearing, remember that time when Lex called you and she was crying because Lex was somewhere. She was a little girl. Again, this is when we lived at my baby daddy mama house where my kids at right now. I was at work and my baby daddy was driving my truck. And I guess him and my daughter was somewhere where I was at work. I get off of work and I know, you know how you can tell when something is bothering your child. Couldn't have been no more than about 10, 11, 12, if that. And she was like, Mommy, did you call daddy earlier today when you was at work? And I'm like, no. Why? She's like, because this lady called daddy earlier, but she was yelling and she was cussing him out and she sounded real mad. I thought it was you. And I'm like, no, it wasn't me. I didn't call daddy earlier and say nothing like that. Or, no. I'm like, why? And she was like, because I don't know. And she was like, I'm like, well, what was the lady saying? She's like, she was saying, you better tell me where you live. You better tell me what's your address. And I'm like, she was saying that to your daddy? She was like, yeah. And I'm like, she wanted the address to Granny house? She like, yeah. I'm like, no, baby, that wasn't me. I'm here also go back to Philadelphia when you was renting the flat off of Joy Road and Dexter, off of Philadelphia from a Kyra mama. I'm hearing people been stealing your mail ever since then. That was 2016. That's when somebody stole my car too. I had the 2014 Malibu. Somebody came, my car had got repoed. I said this. It cost me $1,500 to catch up on my car note and to get my car out the repo lot. I had $1,000. I had to borrow the other $500 from my baby daddy brother, Dave. They gave me the $500. I took the $1,500, got my car off the repo lot, brought it back home, went to sleep that night thinking I'm about to get ready to go to work the next day. At this time, this is when I worked at United Road Logistics. I got up the next morning, my motherfucking car was gone. I had just paid the $15 to get it from the repo lot. I hadn't even had it for 6 hours and the bitch was gone again. They ended up cashing me out for that car because they found it a few blocks away from our house off Dre Road in Dexter on Philadelphia. They ended up finding my car, but it was stripped. Everything was gone out of it. Even all of my kids' stuff that was in the trunk, the seats, steering wheel, everything was gone. Nothing was left but the shell. I'm hearing false insurance claims and stuff like that. Maybe somebody be doing false insurance claims with cars, maybe for like stolen cars or car accidents or something. Somebody under investigation for that. And it's so crazy because my car had got repoed. They said that maybe the repo people came and got it again, but after the investigation, that's when they figured out it wasn't the repo people that came back to get my car. They ended up paying me for it, but I had OnStar and everything on that car. The way that my car, they didn't bust a window or nothing to steal my car, but the OnStar was ripped out of it and deactivated and everything. I can't even tell you how they stole the car. I said a tow truck came and towed my car. They had to. Like a tow truck or something had to come and steal my motherfucking car. Or somebody just got in, put that bitch in neutral and drove and then pushed it somewhere. So I don't know. I don't know. But I ended up getting paid for that car. That was my Malibu. And I was leasing them. I'm hearing say it through Santander USA. They ended up sending me a little bit, 200 and something dollars after that or something because they had paid for the car and did everything that they need to do for it. I'm hearing it's something as a lawsuit that I'm supposed to have received a lawsuit check about a car accident or something, and somebody stole that too. And it was an investigation about it. And now I'm hearing no, go back, think back. When when my Malibu got stole off of Philadelphia, that's when my godmama gave me my god sister car, Toya. My baby daddy's wife, Taisha, his wife that he got now, she crashed Toya's car. And my god sister was looking for her car, but when Taisha crashed the car, it wasn't in Toya's name because while I was driving it, I put the car in my name and me and Mama D had it insured. Why did Mama D have it insured with me? Because she's older than me. And she had insurance on her car. So I had put the car in my name and had her add me and the car onto her insurance. And I paid Mama D monthly. Taisha, though, Al took the fucking car. Al took my god sister car from me. I was looking for it. I ended up having to buy me another truck. That's when I had the Saturn Outlook. Taisha ended up crashing the car into Al's other baby mama cousin. Because Rowena ended up telling me, and I ain't being messy right now. This is some real life shit. Because this is shit that was about to get me killed and put in prison and shit. Rowena ended up telling me, like, yeah, our wife, or I don't even know if she was the wife or the girlfriend or whatever the fuck at the time. She crashed into my cousin. They had a car accident, blase split. They ended up totaling my god sister car. I didn't even know. It was hidden in Taisha's then backyard. I'm hearing somebody has some court stuff going on. It's something going on with a car, an accident or something, or maybe somebody even killed somebody in a car accident or a hit and run or something that was under investigation or something. I already knew about it. I'm hearing Michelle's voice again, and I'm hearing nope. Now go back. Think back to Worcester when Mama D and them lived on Worcester. And me and Michelle and the kids and everybody was there and everything like that. And Al and his friend took Michelle's car one time and they never came back until like the next day or the day after. And we was worried about them. We like, what the fuck? Where is Al at? Where is he at? Where is Michelle's car? My phone about to die. Me and Michelle looking around, we getting worried and shit. Michelle daddy had just got her this car. Al ended up talking about somebody robbed him and his friend at a dice game or some shit like that. He ended up coming back without Michelle's car. Somebody been stealing cars, hitting cars, having accidents and all this. Listen, it's something about some insurance money. Somebody killed somebody in a hit and run car accident. When Michelle's car was stolen, this is when we lived in Highland Park. We ended up having to go to the 12th precinct. My phone about to die and my headphones about to die. Somebody died. Somebody, okay. Oh, what the fuck? When Michelle's car got stolen, this is when we lived on Worcester. This was shit. All the kids was little. Lex, Mira, Lily, Maurice, Malik. Everybody was little as fuck. I'm hearing somebody hit somebody in a hit and run car accident and threw their body in a deep.
Confirmation. My headphone just died. My headphones is dead. My headphones is dead. Somebody hit somebody in a hit and run car accident and they threw the body in the Detroit River. I'm hearing this happened recently. I'm hearing somebody brother, and I still haven't seen my brother. I haven't seen my brother since March. I haven't talked to him like that either. And the first couple of times where I was talking to him, remember he said that he went to rehab and then somebody took his phone and then every time I've been trying to meet up with him after that, it always been some weird ass shit. I'm here to think back to that last time you rode past Denzel's house and his baby mama was there, but you still hadn't talked to him. Cairo's mama was there. I got a phone call from DTE the other day asking me about a Cairo Williams. And I'm like, huh? And they was like, are you the parent? Are you the guardian of Cairo Williams or something like that? But it was DTE. It was weird. It was a weird phone call. And I'm like, Cairo is I have a nephew. My nephew name is Cairo. Maybe I need to call Lacey and ask her have she talked to my brother. I'm hearing hit and run car accident. Hit and run car accident. But I'm hearing somebody had a hit and run car accident because somebody drugged them. Like put something in their drink. Somebody put something in somebody's liquor to drug them. I'm here. Remember you kept on channeling them fucking horse tranquilizers. I know ain't nobody put no horse tranquilizer in somebody's liquor. Fentanyl. I was just doing a video the other day and I was like, what's the white powder stuff? And I started talking about the anthrax and somebody said, no, fentanyl. Somebody put some fentanyl in somebody's liquor and it caused them to have a car accident. and they hit their teeth. My brother had a blue Avenger. He had a car accident, and my god brother's baby mamas, Akira and BB, they supposedly had to seen my brother when he had this car accident. And I'm like, what the fuck happened to Denzel? How did he have a car accident? Because I had just seen my brother. And I'm like, what happened to him? And they like, well, you know Denzel be drinking, and my brother do like to drink and shit. But I used to be telling him like, no, Denzel, somebody be putting shit in your drinks. Like, stop fucking hanging with your friends and shit like that. But anyway, I had ended up coming up to the hospital this particular time. I'm here, you got to that hospital right on time. So they were about to kill Denzel and that bitch. Autumn was at the hospital. Autumn was there. But this is when Denzel had the blue Avenger, and he had the car accident, and he hit his mouth, and he chipped one of his teeth or whatever. He ended up having to get it fixed. But when I got Denzel from the hospital and stuff, and I had to take him to the car pound to get his stuff out of the car, first of all of his stuff was stolen out of his car. But how they said my brother had an accident and he was in a car by himself, it was impossible. Because if Denzel was in a car by himself, that means that he would have had to be driving. And he had a dent on his head, and he had chipped his tooth a little. But the dent on his head and the chip in his tooth matched the dent that was on the passenger side of the window and in the dashboard. And I had looked at the car, and I looked at Denzel, and I looked at his car, and I looked at Denzel. I said, Denzel, you wasn't driving your car. You had to be the one on the passenger seat, or on the passenger side, or somebody put you on the passenger side, or something happened where somebody staged something, because the dent that was in the shatter that was in the windshield window came from the passenger side. And the knot that was on my brother's head is almost like he had to hit it on the passenger side. You know, if you're usually driving and you have a car accident and you are the one, you hit yourself on the left side, it's not impossible to hit the right, but you're more so going to hit the left or hit head on. The passenger is going to hit the right or hit head on. My brother was fucked up on the right. And when I seen his car, the dent was on the right as if he was the passenger, which would make more sense. Somebody drugs people, then they stage car accidents. My hand is shaking so bad right now. And I'm seeing the gas station on Finkel and Greenfield. Somebody worked at the gas station on Finkel and Greenfield. They hit a murder, a hit and run, the green light caught it or something. And I'm not saying that this got to be somebody who works there now. This could have been a past. But, or somebody seen it, or something happened at this gas station, or somebody knows something about it or something. Yeah, I already know about it. Somebody work at the gas station. I'm hearing Aisha. Somebody named as Aisha, or they know somebody named Aisha or something. It's this gas station on Finkel and Schoolcraft. I'm talking about Finkel and Schoolcraft. Finkel and Greenfield. I'm hearing Schaefer and Schoolcraft as well. Schaefer and Schoolcraft. What's Schaefer and Schoolcraft? It's a liquor store right there on Schaefer and Schoolcraft. Somebody put something in somebody's liquor. Like, yeah, they left the liquor store, got them a drink or something, but by the time they got to Finkel and Greenfield, it was a car accident or something. Something got covered up. I'm here to think about Sean. Now, everybody know that I haven't seen my friend Belcher in about 3 or 4 years now. But when Belcher was alive, he had a few car accidents. And every time that motherfucker had a car accident, I had a dream that he had a fucking car accident. I'm here, remember he had that burgundy Rivera or whatever that kind of car is. I think it's called a Rivera or something. It's like a two-door car. They kind of look like the Regals. I think it might be a Buick. Sean had one of them. It was like burgundy. And he ended up crashing it or something. I had a dream about that shit. And then I ended up talking to him, and he was telling me like, yeah, I had a car accident in that car. I'm like, oh my god, I had a dream you had a car accident in that car. Somebody died in a car accident or something, or had a hit and run or something. Something got covered up. Some money got stolen, but it got. I'm also seeing the gas station on Plymouth and Southfield. Something took place at a gas station that somebody know about. Somebody covered it up, and it's making me think about when I said I was just recently dropping my kids off at their granny house, and I seen the cop in the Ram F1, I mean the Ford F-150 or the Ram 1500, or it was one of them kind of big pickup trucks, and it looked like a cop in a white collar, and he was real aggressive talking to the Arabic boy. And I was like, he reminded me of a dirty cop. And then I said, me and my kids went to the storage, and it was like two dirty cops was trying to follow us into the storage or something. I'm hearing the police better do their job and watch my kids while they at their granny house. That I know that much. So I don't give a fuck if you got to drive your ass from the police precinct on Plymouth and towards Evergreen or whatever the fuck that is, and make your way down to Southfield. But I know my kids better be protected. Something had to go on with some car accidents. It's some murders. It's some carjackings or something. I got heartburn. And I only ate once yesterday that pepper steak rice, and I didn't really make it spicy. I didn't season it too much or nothing like that because everybody eat different. I was feeding multiple people, so I didn't really season like how I would normally season and stuff like that. So it wasn't spicy or too spicy or nothing, but I have heartburn. Somebody's body is in the Detroit River. I'm hearing Jonathan. Somebody named Jonathan is either under investigation or getting investigated for a death. I'm here to think back when you got that job at that group home, and that lady was the police officer there. She knew my baby daddy's sister, Nala. She was married to the other twin or something. She said she was a police officer. I'm hearing hit me and paid hit Jonathan. Somebody live on West Chicago. They about to get raided. I'm hearing they ain't know the Johnsons like that. Like people keep on saying you ain't gonna be able to keep up with the Johnsons or the Johnsons. It's some Johnsons that's protecting me. Making me think of my friend Derek Johnson. Derek Johnson used to live off West Chicago. His mama lived not too far from the police station. And Derek used to always tell me like, Isleah, you a beautiful person. You too nice. You too loving. You too caring. He's like, you gonna have to kill a motherfucker, Isleah. Even Moses had to kill one. He used to tell me that all the time. He used to tell me that all the time. Even Moses had to kill one, Isleah. Like you too nice. Derek Johnson. I'm hearing down in the valley where the girls get naked. What was his name? Cliff. 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 Uncle Clifford. Uncle Clifford was the name. I'm saying somebody protects me. I'm saying like, okay, somebody. Okay, I know a Cliff. And that's so funny because me and Cliff was joking when I first met him, and he actually told me that his name was Cliff and not Mark. And I'm like, oh, that remind me of Uncle Clifford or whatever. And we started joking. He was like, yeah, because I don't play that gay ass shit. We was talking about gay ass shit in P Valley or whatever. And you know, Uncle Clifford, he's really from Detroit for real. The man who played Uncle Clifford, I believe he's from Detroit. And I'm hearing Cliff Bells. So something got to do with Cliff. I'm hearing she don't want a little puppy. She want a big dog. Which the big dog is Clifford. I love Clifford, the big red dog. Somebody got big dog, big dick energy. Look, I done got lost in the train of thought there. I'd have forgotten. Now that's a shame. Lord, how is you going to be having me channel a message, then I started talking about dick and I done lost my train of thought? My bad. My phone died, guys. Somebody talking about this them shirts or pants. These were actually leggings that I had to cut because I don't like sleeping in leggings and I need to wash my clothes and I don't really care about these leggings, so I cut them. So they ain't shorts or pants. They cut up leggings. But I'm hearing dogs for life. That's funny. I need to take the polish off my toes because when I took my bath, um, I was in there taking the overlay off my toes, but it's still a piece of polish I need to take off, and I don't like that. But my toe look like a bald head skittle diddle, ain't got no hair in the middle, and it's because of the how the polish look. Got my toe looking bald head, and I don't like that. But anyway, yeah, that was random. I didn't know why I was channeling that, but something got to do with some car accidents and something. Anyway, I'm hearing Beyonce right now, like me and my baby, we gonna be alright. We gonna live a good life. So I'm hearing like we gonna be alright. Like I was just saying, Mally kept calling me yesterday. He really wanted me to pick him up, but I said I couldn't pick him up because people don't really be wanting him here like that. And I'm not necessarily just saying like but management and everything. I said they be trying to really bully me for real, because they mad. So I don't want to pick my baby up like that, but he's so used to being around me, he don't understand that, and it breaks my heart when he called me and I can't pick him up. But I'm hearing me and my baby, we gonna be all right, we gonna live a good life. I'm hearing like even Beyonce gonna make sure me and my baby live a good life, and I don't know how that's possible, but I'm here because Beyonce watch you. But me and my baby, we gonna be all right, like we gonna live a good life still, despite whatever the fuck is going on, because of whatever the fuck is going on and all of this stolen money and shit. Me and my baby innocent. Somebody name is Derek. Like they gonna make sure that we all right. But yeah, I haven't talked to Derek Johnson in about 4 years either. And didn't I say, I swear to God, every time I start talking about Derek Johnson, I either talk about LaShawn Belcher too. It's like around the same time that I stopped talking to both of them, like I couldn't reach neither one of them no more. It's like every time I dream about one, I dream about the other. I talk about one, I talk about the other. It's like maybe they was related or something. Or I'm hearing guardian angels. And I haven't talked to them. Shit, I don't even know if they dead. But I'm hearing guardian angels, protectors. So even if they ain't, even if I'm here, even if they act like they hate you, somebody is protecting you. Somebody's name is Derek. So yeah, me and my baby, we gon' be alright. We gon' live a good life. From time to time, I will see Derek Johnson's mom. She would pop up in my people you may know. I'm here, Isleah. You starting to scare people because you be talking about shit right on time. But only thing I just talk about what it is that I wake up dreaming from. You get what I'm saying? And I have to talk about it because if I don't talk about it, it's like me being disobedient to God. I said it the other day, like I started sweating. Confirmation, I turn into a 500 degrees hot boys up in this bitch when I don't do what I'm supposed to do for God, which is use my voice. That's why I don't care when people be wanting me to shut up because, bitch, you think I care about your feelings or God feelings? And he about to have me hot as fucking here and punishing me because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Everybody tell me to get a job. This is my job. But and people be thinking that I be playing about that. And I was watching this video yesterday before I fell asleep, and it was like, you know, you've been warning your family and friends and telling them that they under investigation by the feds, but don't nobody believe you. They've been laughing at you and stuff, but now they starting to realize that they really under investigation by the feds. It's like something like that is going on, but it got something to do with insurance and car accidents and mail. Everybody phone tapped. I'm hearing I'm hearing like ever since I left my brother house, so before I left my brother house, phone's been tapped. But I'm hearing ever since I left my brother house, phone's been tapped. Like these motherfuckers, they don't believe they phones is tapped or some they phones is tapped. I'm hearing I be saying like a lot of tarot readers are FBI agents and shit like that. A lot of people be tapped in. You know how we be saying I'm tapped in? Because they tapped into y'all phone lines. Like how I'm tapped into God, just like I say I get the download, it's because I'm tapped in. God calling me, telling me the messages. That's why I say I can hear him. I don't got no earbuds or no shit or nothing like that in my ear. This ain't fake. I swear this comes straight from God. I'm tied in with God and tapped in. And somebody is tied in and tapped in all of these motherfuckers' phone lines. I'm hearing it's over 50 people who got their phone tapped right now, and y'all all be group chatting each other or some shit like that. That's how all this shit is coming together real now. That's why the tarot community on YouTube eating you motherfuckers up. It's because they tapped into y'all phone lines. I'm hearing wow, ta-da, watch out now. Whoo, it's the little one, and it's not oh wow. See, they thought I wasn't shit. She ain't nobody. I'm hearing she big pressure. She's big pressure. Big dog. Clifford. I love Clifford, the big red dog. Like she's big pressure. Way bigger than the program. And y'all said that bitch was a nobody. She got over 70 people phone tapped right now, and everybody leaking nothing but straight evidence and proof in a group chat. I'm hearing old emails, old pictures, and I'm hearing like the people, the FBI agents who's watching this shit, they so disgusted because they seeing how my family and friends really work together to kill me, to steal from me. The FBI agents is they sick to their stomach right now reading this group chat, reading these emails, looking at all this evidence and proof. I'm hearing some of them be crying. Didn't I just say I started this video off and I started crying for no reason? I'm hearing it's the FBI agents. It's the new ones who really care about you, who really care about doing their job. These are the people, they crying for me because they see what I really been through. And people thought I was making this up. I'm about to be on the news. I'm here, Isleah. The news came looking for you when you lived in the apartments on East 7 Mile, and Lowe stopped them. But I'm here, the news is about to find you now. And I just said I was working the polls, and the news people wanted to interview me. I'm here, it's the news. The news, the FBI, the detectives, these are the people who are crying behind the scenes because they finding out I was telling the truth the whole time, and they could have helped me a long time ago. Confirmation on the air coming back on because it's on energy saver. But I'm hearing that's who's crying. And that's so funny because when I was working the polls and the lady was, interviewing me or whatever, it wasn't a live interview. She said it was a recording. I'm hearing like they go back and watch it, and some people cry because when they was asking me why don't I vote, I said I don't vote because my voice, they act like my voice don't matter. That's why I don't vote. Like, why should I be out here voting for governors, mayors, and presidents and shit? I can't even call the police. I can't get no help, no justice, nothing, nowhere. So why would I vote for them? And that's what I was telling the lady, the news journalist or whatever her title is. I said I don't vote because they act like my voice don't matter. And when she ended the recording and everything, and I had walked off, she came and she tapped me on my shoulder. She was like, you know what? She was like, I'm glad that you said that you don't vote. You don't vote because you feel like your voice don't matter. But in a certain way, she was saying like your voice matters. She was like, I'm glad you said that. It's like people feel like you just think you better than everybody, and then I lash out, but that's not true. When I try to talk to people calm, tell my story and all that, they don't give a fuck. My voice don't matter. But as soon as I start lashing out, it's like, oh, that girl crazy. No, bitch, I ain't crazy. But when I was calm, wasn't nobody giving a fuck. Sometimes you gotta lash out. I'm here. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas that you could be a certified boogeyman, and you can up the scope with them. So yeah, the news lady. I'm here. These is the people who crying. The FBI agents, the judges, and everybody who should have been helped me a long time ago. Been helped my kids a long time ago. I'm here. If they had been doing their job, my son wrist wouldn't be fucked up right now. My brother, all that type of shit. This is why people don't want to come bringing me bad news, bringing me my money and shit, because you don't have to explain to me, well, Isleah, we so sorry. Your people got killed on the behalf of us for not listening to you. Your family was damaged. You were stolen from and all this because we didn't give a fuck about what you said. We thought you was a joke. We took your complaint and threw it to the side because everybody said you was retarded. That's why the FBI agents and the judges and shit is crying. Because they said I was a nobody. They let my family and shit steal from me. And then they had me and my kids homeless, sleeping in the car. While they living and eating good off of our shit. That's why the FBI is crying. That's why the CIA is emotional. And that's why now it's about to be some raids. Because spiritual awakening is taking place. Because I keep getting on this bitch every day telling my story. Shit, if I gotta cry, if I was crying with tears in my eyes trying to fight for justice, y'all should be crying. Because y'all's the ones supposed to give me the justice. I'm hearing it's a shame that we had to go all the way to Texas to solve something that should have been solved in Michigan. So it must be somebody in Texas helping me. I'm hearing Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's how many motherfuckers about to get killed in this court case. That's how many people about to go down and go to jail. A massacre. But anyway, I haven't washed my face, brushed my teeth, got up, or did shit yet. But I had to get that message off. And my phone had died in the midst of it all. Good morning. How are you, Mr. Goddamn? Damn. Damn. But yeah. I'm getting out of here, guys. I love y'all. And I'm wishing y'all nothing but love, joy, peace, happiness, abundance, good health, good wealth, prosperity, and all that good shit that us good ass people deserve. I love you guys. Talk to y'all later. Be safe in the Detroit streets or wherever you may be from in the United States of America or the solar system that we live in. Remember, I come in peace.